Hi and welcome back. Today we are going to do a Hatha Yoga class for the hamstrings. So we are really going to focus on stretching the back of the legs. To start, you can come to your hands and knees, curling the toes, and then from there pushing the hands in the mat, pushing the feet in the mat, and coming up to downward dog. And then staying here, or gently bending one leg and then the other, really starting to loosen up the back side of the legs. And then walking the feet forward. And you can either stay here or you can come up first, maybe shaking out the legs a little bit. And then we are going to bring our feet a little bit wider than hip distance apart and gently bending forward. And then you can also relax your head. And if you don't feel this in your hamstrings, then bringing your feet a little bit closer together. Staying here for 10 breaths. And then gently rolling back up. Then we are going to bring the feet a little bit wider apart. The left foot pointing towards the long side of the mat. The right foot pointing towards the short side of the mat. Then we are going to bring the right hand to the floor, to the outside of the right foot, and bringing the left arm up. And you should feel a nice stretch in your right hamstring. Again, staying here for 10 breaths. Then bringing the left arm down, gently rolling back up. bringing the feet a little bit closer together again, and this time also pointing the left foot to the short side of the mat, a little bit to the side. And then we are going to bring our hands behind our back. You can either choose to bring them in prayer pose behind your back, or you can also just grab your elbows. And then from here, we're going to bend forward, bringing the upper body towards the right leg. And here again, you should feel a nice stretch in the back side of the front leg. Also allowing your head to relax in this pose. 10 breaths. And gently coming back up. And then we are going to move into Warrior 3 pose. So you can either choose to bring your arms out in front of you or place your hands in front of the chest. Planting the right foot in the mat, lifting the left foot off the floor, keeping the right knee straight. And moving into Warrior 3, finding your balance, trying to keep the knee straight, as that is where you're going to feel the stretch in your right hamstring. 5 more breaths. Then bringing the feet together, we are going to cross the left foot in front of the right foot, and then we are going to slowly roll down, also releasing the head in this pose, really breathing towards your hamstrings. Releasing a little bit more with every exhale. Staying here for 10 more breaths. And then gently rolling back up. Shaking out the legs. And then we are going to do the same series on the other side. Again, starting with the feet about a little bit further than hip distance apart and gently rolling forward, allowing your head to release. And then gently rolling back up. Again, moving the feet a little bit wider apart now. This time the right foot pointing towards the long side of the mat, the left foot pointing towards the short side of the mat. Bringing the left hand to the outside of the left foot and bringing the right arm up, gazing towards your fingers. 10 breaths. Then bringing the right hand down, slowly rolling back up, bringing the feet slightly together, and then also pointing the right foot towards the short side of the mat and a little bit out to the side. And then bringing the hands again behind the back, either grabbing your elbows, or you can also bring the hands in prayer pose, and then gently bending forward towards the left leg, allowing your head to release. And gently rolling back up. And then we're also going to move into Warrior 3 on this side. Bringing your hands either in front of the chest, or you can also bring them forward. And then gently lifting the right leg, bringing your upper body forward. Balancing on your left foot, keeping the left knee straight. 5 breaths. . and release. Shaking it out. And then bringing the feet together again. This time crossing the right foot in front of the left and gently rolling forward. And again, gently rolling back up. And then we're going to come to a sitting position. For the next pose, you have a few options. You can either choose to leave your left leg in front. You can choose to bend your left leg, or you can bend the left leg backwards. And then we are going to bend the right leg. We are going to grab a hold of our right heel. And then we are going to stretch the right leg. Holding on to your foot, stretching your leg, really feeling it on the back side of the leg. For this pose, you can also choose to grab a strap if you have one, and then bring the strap on the foot and then grabbing hold like that, whichever is most accessible to you. But trying to make sure that you can stretch your leg completely. You can lean back a little bit, that's totally fine. 5 more breaths. And relax. And then bringing the left foot in front of you again, maybe shaking out the legs. Moving on to the other side. Again, you can choose to keep your right leg in front of you also, and then doing it like that. It's totally fine, whichever you prefer. If you want to, bringing the right foot backwards, then bending the left knee, grabbing hold of the underside of the left foot, and stretching the leg. Again, you can definitely use a yoga strap, or if you don't have a strap, you can also use a sweater or a cord of some sort. Anything you have that works. 5 more breaths. And relax. And then moving to your back. And then we are going to do something similar. We're going to bend the right knee. Here again, you can use a yoga strap, placing it under your foot. And then we are going to stretch out the leg again. And then pulling it upwards as much as possible. So here, if you cannot reach your foot using a strap, or if you want to, you can also just bend your leg and then stretch it out as much as possible. And bending your knee and release. And then from here, we are going to keep working with the right leg. Again, bending your knee, bringing the strap under your foot again. But this time, instead of bringing the leg up, we're going to bring the leg outwards to the side. Again, holding on to your strap. And again, pulling your leg as much as possible towards you. This time you're going to feel it more on the inside of the leg. Keep breathing. And then releasing again, allowing your leg to come back to center. Bending both knees, shaking it out. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So this time stretching out the right leg, bending the left knee, either using your hands or using a strap, placing it under your foot. And then stretching your leg as much as possible and pulling it towards you. And release, bending your knee, placing your foot on the floor. And then again, bending your knee, placing the strap under your foot. And this time, bringing the leg out to the side, holding on to the strap. Or your foot, if you can reach your foot, you can also just hold on to your foot or your big toe. Pulling your leg towards you, really feeling the stretch on the inside of the leg. And again, releasing your strap, Bending both knees, shaking it out. And then bringing your knees towards your belly, hugging your knees to the chest and relaxing your legs. And then you can choose to stay here a bit longer or move to Shavasana and relaxing in Shavasana, or ending the class here, as that was our last pose for today. I hope you enjoyed this class, and I look forward to seeing you next time.